Euthanasia is the most difficult decision a pet owner will ever make, and once it's done, what happens with the remains? Burial is not always possible. Cremation is costly. The National Association of Animal Control estimates that animal shelters alone euthanize 13 million household pets a year, and 40% of those, they say, are trucked over.
Cooked with other animals, with restaurant garbage, with roadkill zoo animals, and these were all cooked together, processed, and used in pet food.
Your pet may be eating other dogs and cats? That's a hot-button issue. So hot, this Valley Protein rendering plant in South Baltimore stopped taking pet carcasses, forcing city animal control to pay higher fees to another contractor for cremation. But those close to the industry do not believe that all renderers around the country are shying away from accepting dogs and cats in their product. And there is good evidence that euthanized animals continue to end up in pet foods. Food and Drug Administration studies of pet foods purchased in Maryland found traces of sodium pentobarbital in the products as recently as the year 2000. That's the sedative used to euthanize animals.
The sodium pentobarbital withstands the rendering process. It doesn't degrade at all.
Yet the Pet Foods Institute says pet foods are free of dogs and cats. The FDA says the chemicals could come from euthanized cattle or horses. Neither agency would agree to be interviewed on camera. And in Maryland, regulators say the animal of origin is not their focus. Nutrient levels are.
We don't determine where it comes from, but protein is protein.
The Department of Agriculture randomly tests about 1,000 dog and cat food products a year.
We look at it from the standpoint of nutritional requirements. We look at it from the standpoint of certain toxicity problems.
Anything can be used in pet foods.
Regulators do not test for sodium pentobarbital because they say the levels are so low it's safe. If you're concerned that rendered protein may be in your pet's food, you won't find roadkill or dog written on the label. Experts say stay away from vague terms like what the industry calls meat meal. Russell Armstrong is a pet food manufacturer who says he does not use rendered meat.
A vague term such as that, which will cover a myriad of different animal sources, they'll go ahead and list it as meat meal or meat byproducts and let the consumer assume that it's coming from good quality beef. It's ground beef in their food, which it truly isn't.
That would include diseased lungs, cancerous tissue, injection sites. It can contain any kind of disease unfit for human consumption.
Meanwhile, some small manufacturers are taking an even higher road. One is Bosel Packing right here in northeast Baltimore. This is the packing line for a specialty dog food. It's all natural. There are no rendered animal products in it. But when's the last time you saw dog food packaged like this? It's the exception, not the rule. Bosel's K-9 Kraving dog food is marketed through a small corps of veterinarians. Armstrong says it's up to you to get educated.
Regardless of how we care for our pets and how we treat them, we are going to outlive our pets. The lifespan of our dogs and cats is just so much shorter, so for the most case we will outlive our pets. And I think that it's critical, though, that if we choose our pet foods wisely, the quality of their life will be the best that it can be.
Scott Broom, ABC 2 News.